You learned how to be strong, not because you chose to, but because you had to. There were moments when nobody showed up, times when you had to figure things out alone, moments where breaking down didn't feel. You learned how to be strong, not because you chose to, but because you had to. There were moments when nobody showed up, times when you had to figure things out alone, moments where breaking down didn't feel like an option. So you adjusted, you held things in, you kept moving forward, even when something in you wanted to stop. And over time, that became normal. Not just something you did, but something you became. You became dependable. The one people could count on. The one who doesn't fall apart in front of others. The one who keeps things together when everything feels uncertain. And from the outside, it looks like you're doing well. But there's a part of that story no one really sees. Because strength slowly became your default. Not just in difficult moments, but in every moment. So now, even when something is bothering you, you downplay it. Even when you feel overwhelmed, you tell yourself it's not that serious. Even when something hurts, you convince yourself to move past it quickly. Not because it doesn't matter, but because you've trained yourself to handle everything eternally. You didn't learn how to open up. You learned how to keep going. You didn't learn how to work through emotions. You learned how to set them aside. You didn't learn how to be honest about what's going on inside. You learned how to stay composed no matter what. And for a long time, that worked. It helped you survive situations that could have broken you. It gave you control when everything felt unstable. It allowed you to function when things didn't make sense. But now, it's starting to cost you. Because you don't always recognize what you feel anymore. You just notice the pressure. You notice the weight. You notice that something feels off. But you can't easily explain why. And when someone asks how you're doing, your answer is automatic. I'm good. Even when you're not. So you keep it to yourself. You carry it quietly. You stay composed on the outside, while things build up on the inside. Even when it's exhausting, even when it starts affecting your energy, even when you know something needs to be addressed. Here's what doesn't get talked about enough. Strength without honesty creates pressure, because everything stays internal. Every thought you don't express, every emotion you don't process, every situation you just handle adds to what you're already carrying. And eventually, that internal load starts to show up in other ways. Not always in obvious ways, but in how easily you get irritated, and how disconnected you feel sometimes. in how quickly your energy drops, in how hard it becomes to stay present. You might notice yourself pulling back, not engaging the same way, not feeling as connected to people, not even feeling fully connected to yourself, because you spent so much time holding everything together that you haven't given yourself space to actually feel anything. And without that space, everything stays unresolved. You don't need to prove how strong you are. You already are what you need. It is to be honest. Honest about what's been sitting under the surface. Honest about what's bothering you. Honest about what you've been pushing aside. Because real strength isn't just about endurance. It's about awareness. It's about recognizing when something needs your attention. It's about allowing yourself to acknowledge what's real, instead of constantly trying to move past it. It's about giving yourself permission to feel, without immediately trying to fix or control it. You didn't do anything wrong. You adapted to what you had to go through. But staying in that mode will keep you carrying things you don't need to carry anymore. At some point, strength has to include honesty. And that's where things start to change. Thanks for listening. Stay motivated.